Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage, sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Tackle by Darrell Taylor.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now Haskins to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's brought down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
He's on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Before making a move to Seattle, Carlos Dunlap was the Bengals' all-time sack leader. Ended up having 5 with the Seahawks in 8 games in 2020 as well.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike, 65, 65, 65.
Haskins will throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Seattle.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
From the gun, it's Wilson. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You gotta give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But this is also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Flush to his right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw again on second down. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 31, Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a first down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's got Rome. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Carson again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
26 months. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd and very short, Haskins forced out to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On 1st down, it's Harris. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
The A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now it's Haskins. And that's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he finds his target, Ebron. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Harris. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Haskins on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Haskins now, they're going to try to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good. We are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On first down, Carson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it with Carson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Wilson. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dwayne Eskridge with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Haskins to throw. Pass complete to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here we go with Haskins. Connecting with Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.